Hello, Dan and Shay. I want to tell you a love story about the two best people I know. My best friend Brittany and her fiance Craig. Over the last 3 years, they've become my family, and I'm hoping that you see how much it would mean to all of us if you would honor us by performing your song from the ground up to be the first dance at their wedding. Brittany is my best friend. She's there for me no matter what, and makes me feel like I can do anything. And I know she can do anything. She's extremely caring. She started out as my caregiver, has been in the caregiving field for most of her adult life. She is always going the extra mile, always doing things for people, regardless of how much. She's always there. I call her a superhero. Craig, her fiance, is a strong man, both mentally and physically. So he's a very straight-laced guy, and he's a goofball though. He's an avid bowler, a football fanatic, and always there to make me feel like I'm family. Together, those two balance each other out. Brittany is super laid back. She knows what she wants, pretty much accomplishes everything she ever tries to do. I mean, it really is inspiring, but she definitely has a wild side. She's goofy, funny, and not someone that necessarily has to do everything by the book, which makes her a little bit unpredictable at times. Craig is kind of both of our steadiers. He is the complete opposite of that. Everything has a reason. It's very black and white for him. There's a right and a wrong, and there's no other way to see things. Sometimes I think that about him makes him the perfect match for Brittany. He's someone that has a very high moral standard, makes her calm. But at the same time, Brittany pulls the playfulness out of Craig. I've seen him make her laugh when I know she's about to cry. Even when she's furious at him, he's still the one person she wants to tell everything to. When they need to be together on something, they always are. The two of them each lost their grandfather around the same time, and they both have told me that time was probably one of the hardest in each of their lives, but they were able to support each other through it, and everyone at some point knows what it's like to lose someone extremely close to you, and how devastating that she had Craig, and Craig had her. Are two very different people, but it works. I don't always understand how it works, but it does. They are what I believe a real and unconditional love should look like in today's world. You don't always have to agree with each other, just as long as at the end of the day you're there for each other. And I know they will always be there for each other and for me. They are my family, and I'm theirs. I'm not always the easiest person to get along with. I've got cerebral palsy, and I'm in a wheelchair. Brittany and Craig both understand and accept every part that comes along with having me in their life, whether it be pushing me through a corn maze kind of wet day, or taking me up north to ride four-wheelers in the mud. They never take a second to think about how much work that'll be, what extra space it's going to take up, how much of a burden I am. I've gotten to do so many things that I would have never dreamed of doing because Brittany and Craig have taken the time to make me feel included in every aspect of their lives. Brittany encourages me to follow my dreams no matter what they are. I don't know who's crazier, me or her. I have always had the dream since she's met me 3 years ago to do a triathlon. I couldn't do it by myself, and Brittany said, "I'll do it with you," without hesitation. We swam together, we biked together, ran together, total of 11 miles in a lake. I was on a bike through grass and gravel, and she was there every step of the way, pushing me up some hill, giving me water, and it was hard, but we did it together. Craig said to me, "Just remember, you're way cooler than you will ever think you are." And those words stuck to me and really has raised my self-esteem. The two of them are just amazing people who deserve amazing things. Their first dance song, which they have chosen to be from the ground up. It is a song what a relationship should be, what a marriage should be. You do whatever you gotta do, no matter what happens, no matter what goes wrong, no matter what goes right. You are family, you're there for each other. And Brittany and Craig have found that in each other, and I've found it in them. I didn't always feel worthy and making life difficult for everyone around me. Until Brittany and Craig came along and showed me that I don't. They made sure I understood that I am more than just someone who's in a wheelchair. I spent most of my life feeling I was never going to make anybody happy and I wasn't worth having around. And they make sure I don't feel like that ever. So I want to do this for them. I want to convince you guys to come and perform a song that means so much to them that they chose to be the anthem of their love story. Show them how extraordinary they really are. They deserve more than amazing. They deserve more than ordinary because they're extraordinary. I want them to know that. Please, Dan+Shay, June 17th, 2017.
Grandma and Grandpa painted a picture of 65 years and